On AM 1130, Met 99.9 FM, Prescott, Chino Valley, and Paulden 95.5 FM, Prescott Valley and Cottonwood, the talk of the Quad Cities, KQ&A. It's
Hammer Time.
Waking Up with the YCCA. Hammer Time is brought to you by Lawhorn Plumbing, Arizona Modern Landscapes, JT's Septic, Granite Basin Roofing, Blind Brothers Arizona, Elan Electric, Manzanita Landscaping, Crosby Home Services, RED Plumbing, Eric & Sons, and Yavapai Block. And now from the studios of KQ&A, it's Hammer Time, Waking Up with the YCCA. Here's the Executive Director of the Yavapai County Contractors Association, Sandy Griffiths.
Hey everybody, happy weekend to you, happy summer, happy blazing hot weather.
Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, 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 ay.
Cooking eggs on the sidewalk is becoming habitual.
And melting ice cream.
I didn't think you could get it outdoors.
I can't get my ice cream home fast enough.
Exactly. And that's when you know you're in trouble.
I have to sit and eat it in the car.
Oh, I feel so sorry for
What do you do with your Culver's ice cream? Do you sit and eat it in the car? Because you surely cannot make it home.
They double bag it, which really helps.
Oh, so you know then what's going on in the heat with your Culver's.
Is I put my air conditioning on high and I direct it all to the
ice
floor.
Cream? Oh, to the floor.
Yeah, so I put the ice cream on the floor, and so it's only semi-soft when you get home. It's not melted.
Then do you toss it into the freezer right away, or do
absolutely.
you take off the top and just rip right into it?
Well, yeah, I take the top off of all four of them, lick them clean, and then I put them, I just put them in the freezer.
Oh, I know. But you know what? It's all good. My electric bill was $133.
Holy smokes, you want to trade?
Which I was terribly happy with.
Wow.
Because I have a pretty energy-efficient home. I keep my thermostat at 72. What do you keep yours at?
78.
Oh, man, we would get a divorce.
78, and my last bill was almost $400.
Whoa, you're living large.
Let's change the subject real quick.
Maybe.
I'm getting very uncomfortable over here.
78? Oh, that's way too hot. I would be... Ay.
And so at night, we wait till it cools down, then we open the windows because we have a whole house fan.
Right. Does that help?
But now it's getting to be... It's still 82 at 11 o'clock.
It doesn't cool down at night.
Yeah, it's not cool down until the middle.
So when our guests come on, we're going to ask them what their house temperature is and how much their electric bill is.
I think you might be in the minority, kiddo, but that's just a guess.
Perfect. I mean, I was happy to write a check and pay it. I mean, I'm cool, I'm calm, and all is good.
That is it. We need to talk off air because I need to find out your...
Secrets,
yeah.
So, Tuesday morning, I went to a 811 seminar at the Marlon D. Kirkendall Center out by the airport. You know what? Homeowners, if you're listening, contractors, if you're listening, 811, it's such an important process and part of our life.
Before the shovel hits the dirt.
Oh, exactly. And what a great seminar. The room was full of contractors.
Good.
Just jam-packed.
Good.
All of the guys, the city, the county, the town of PV, our Bloom Underground, they were all there. Lots of good stuff going on, and it's so very important to call before you did.
It is. It used to be just a fear of electrical lines, but now it's so much broader.
Gas lines.
Well, gas lines, and then also the fiber optics.
Yes.
I mean, if you're a contractor and you hit some of this stuff, it's going to be expensive.
You know, and they said that excavation activity is the most common source of serious pipeline damage. And you know as well as I do, Mike, that it is the cause of loss of life and property.
Yep, that's unfortunate. But the other cause is aging, and we were certainly seeing that with what happened on 89.
You mean you and me aging? Or our pipelines
I'm talking
aging?
about pipeline aging. It's bad enough when the water line ages, but when the sewer line ages and erupts, it's a problem.
But you can go south on 89.
That's true.
Oh,
so everybody coming into town is just getting home at night.
I know.
That's going to be a problem.
So I went south on 89 coming back on Tuesday morning from the seminar, and it was like a breeze.
Coming south? Oh, yeah, south.
You can come south.
Yes.
You just can't go north.
Can't go north, exactly.
So anyway, too bad that we didn't expand that roadway.
Yeah, and it's going to be a precursor. People who want to go north are going to be limited not only now, but certainly through I believe it's going to continue to remain shut until they do the ultimate fix. Which don't get me started on that.
Okay, I won't. We're going to cut you off right now. Take us to break quick. Because I don't want to get you started.
Before I get on my soapbox, I want to let you know you're listening to Hammer Time, brought to you by Yavapai County Contractors Association, and we're airing on Talk of the Quad Cities, KQNA 1130 AM, 99.9 FM, and in Cottonwood and Prescott Valley, you can tune in to hear us at 95.5 FM. And, of course, on the web at kqna.com.
There you go, dude. You got it right.
How about that? So go fill up that chocolate milk or coffee or tea, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Hammer Time. My wingman, Mr. Mike Enders, Bentry Custom Homes. Mr. Roger Barton of Badger Roofing is with us this morning. Yay, Roger. Welcome to Hammer Time.
Great to be here once again. Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome. And our favorite Badger...
Our specialty, our
super cool employee of Badger Roofing?
the all-knowing...
Jeremy.
Absolutely.
And Jeremy... Forgive me because I always space your last name, and I know it's so simple. What does it start with? Give me a letter.
It starts with an S. Bob.
Give me another letter.
Famous last name.
Sizemore. Seeger.
Yes.
Yay, I got it.
I always say Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob Seeger.
Bob Seeger. Yes, very famous. So welcome to Hammer Time, Jeremy.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, we sure do need a roof over our heads, don't we, on our homes?
We do. And I think there's someone here close by that has that as a byline. We've got you covered.
That's right.
it. That is our byline.
Okay, you guys. How the heck did you get into the roofing biz, Roger? And then I know, Jeremy, you kind of floated into the business. Mm-hmm. Share with our listeners the history of that.
Oh, certainly. So Badger Roofing actually was founded in 1994. So we've been around.
Well, you're an old guy.
We've been around a few years
Yes.
as a company. Mm-hmm. In 2005, we had an opportunity to come and take a look at Badger Roofing as a purchase, and from the previous owner and founder, Toby Ebarb. Toby and Nancy
We
founded
love
it.
Toby and Nancy.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. They've been a foundation of this community.
They have been, absolutely.
Forever, really.
Now, you know,
So-
Nancy's in another business.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, she started a business with some friends of hers for design and cabinets and flooring.
Oh, good for her. I did
Yes.
not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. So we actually closed on the purchase in 2006, so have been owners of Badger Roofing since 2006.
That's like 20 years ago.
20 years.
Yeah, and Jeremy, interestingly enough, was part of the organization already and stayed on board with us. And so, yeah, we have a long history also,
Boy, you
don't
go
we?
back a long ways.
Yeah, we have a very long history with Jeremy, and he's been a valuable employee, and he does things for us, for the business, that I would have absolutely zero idea on how to move forward with some of the things that he comes up with and ideas and the ways that he does the business, and really just a tremendous help for us,
Okay, so
especially on the technology side.
Jeremy, I know Roger is probably a baby boomer, right?
Right.
Okay, Jeremy, what are you?
I would just be at the beginning of, or I'm kind of at the tail end of Gen X.
Okay, so that brings in your brightness and your ability to help us baby boomers.
That's
A little
right.
bit with the technology side.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so I am actually born and raised here. I'm 4 of 7 generations
Oh my gosh.
here, and I answered an ad in the newspaper for Badger Roofing. They were maybe 3 years into business, and went in and met with Toby and, at the time, the office manager, Tim. And a young, naive kid, they said, do you know how to do this, this, and this? And I said, sure. And I tell this story. I don't advise it, but I said, yeah, I know QuickBooks and I know roofing and don't worry about it. But I need to give a couple weeks notice where I work. At the time, I was working at Hastings Video, which many might remember where the Circle K is there. And so I went in and they said, we don't need the 2 weeks. That's okay. Thank you. And I went to the library and read everything I could about QuickBooks and roofing, so that when I came in the door, I actually
Perfect. Good man.
And so under Toby's tutelage, I learned some roofing and then just went from there. I've been in it ever since.
Part of our story, too, is we actually, my wife Sally and I honeymooned up here in Prescott in 1980 and fell in love with it. And we just thought, man, wouldn't it be wonderful to live in Prescott someday? We both grew up in the Valley, so when that opportunity came to come up here and purchase Badger Roofing, it was an easy decision because we had already fallen in love with Prescott.
Perfect.
Now we're just more deeply in love with Prescott. So, yeah.
So do you get up on the roofs anymore, Roger, or do you leave that all to Jeremy?
No, I do still get up on the roofs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carefully?
Yeah. Carefully, very carefully.
Okay, perfect.
My wife's not real happy about that.
I know. I don't think I would be.
We just do what's necessary.
I know. Okay. What temperature do you keep your house at?
During the day, we typically keep our thermostat at 78 also. Mike.
Oh, my gosh.
We're at 78, and our last bill was pretty high. It was north of $200.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Jeremy?
We're about 78, 77 also. Now, I will say, we get up on the roof all day long. And we're just absorbing that heat.
Oh, so you think 78 is cool for you.
It feels cool.
We're radiating heat for hours after we're done.
We have that heat.
78. We would not get along well.
So getting off the roof and going inside at 78 is like an ice box.
Yes.
Although I like it a lot cooler. I just don't like the bill of a lot cooler.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my bill's only $133.
Well, that is amazing.
Like Mike said, we're going to talk later because you got some tricks up your sleeve that we don't know, apparently.
Engineer, how cool do you keep your house?
85.
No, you don't. You're pulling my leg.
All right, 82.
Wow, amazing. So that does make sense, Jeremy. When you're up on the roof all day, okay, it's summer, it's hot, it's 110. You still send your guys out to work?
With lots of water.
I know, you have to.
Yep.
And then
and
shade.
Get those shade breaks.
Yes, they get the shade breaks. That's a state law now to have shade breaks in water.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, we provide them with electrolytes.
Those
those kind of things too.
Oh, you do?
And
Packets of electrolytes.
We have great guys, and they're very efficient, and they take breaks when they want to take a break.
And they're smart.
And we don't hold them to anything. We say, hey, if you've been up there 30 minutes, you feel a little warm, take a break.
It's a good idea.
Because they're very efficient. We don't have to worry about them getting the work done. So.
No.
And my heart goes out to, in the construction industry, people that are working on roofs and people that are working on pavement. I mean, you talk about two vocations that will dry you out in a jiffy. Those are two of them. And as a result of that, the state did pass a statute that allows
early work
entities to come in for early work. However, what some people aren't aware of is that HOAs that have had previously established work hours supersede that. So if a company is up here, or if Roger's company, for example, wants to go to work at 5:30, 6 o'clock in a particular neighborhood, they may well be able to do that. But in other neighborhoods, they may not be able to do that. So,
that's correct.
Yeah, just be aware that if you're not in an HOA, they certainly most likely do have the right to do an early work start. But keep in mind, when it's nearing 100 or over 100, they need to get in there as early as they can.
I totally agree.
Yeah, good advice.
So what's new with roofing materials? Any new shingles out there that are being marketed and fabricated and built? And we can talk about that when we come back from
How about
our
if we
break.
take a break?
We'll take a break.
You're on.
I know. You're on.
You're listening to Hammer Time. We've got a great conversation going with Badger Roofing, so stay tuned. We're going to let you know everything they know about roofing and more. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to Hammer Time, brought to you by Yavapai County Contractors Association. Our guests with us this morning, Mr. Jeremy Seeger of Badger Roofing and Roger Barton of Badger Roofing. Roger is the owner, and Jeremy, what is your title? Jack of all trades, extraordinaire knowledge, man of knowledge?
Exactly. It had to go on both sides of the business card.
Exactly. Okay, perfect. Wikipedia of all roofing.
Well put.
Perfect. We got it. We are covered this morning. So before we went on break, we asked Jeremy what's new in the roofing biz for materials. What's something exciting hitting the market?
Yeah. So one of the exciting products, and some of it's been around for a little while, but they keep innovating, is stone-coated steel. So that's a formed steel product that has granules on the top, so it kind of looks like shingles. And it's formed to look like tile, wood shakes, shingles, very resilient. It's a 50-year warranty. They call it a lifetime roof in many cases. And one of the things that is really great is they have an installation method. So if you have a shingle roof, we can actually recover over that shingle using a batten system with that product. It's lightweight, so we don't have to worry about the weight.
That was my question. Is it light enough where we don't have to change the
It's actually
truss
lighter than
loads?
shingles.
So we don't have a load problem.
We don't have a load problem with that. Now, if you have 2 layers of shingles,
Then exactly.
Still,
right.
you have to do that.
Exactly.
And we usually recommend to people, even if they have 1 layer of shingles, you're not saving as much as you think you are. So
Right.
let's get that old roof off and make sure something else isn't
Right.
happening underneath that we need to
good
address.
point.
But if we know that those things are all okay, and we can inspect in the attic and things like that to make sure things are okay, and you want that product, we can actually, with a batten system, install right over shingles.
So share with our listeners what you mean when you say a batten system where you can install over shingles.
Okay, so yeah.
So give them a visual over the radio.
Yeah, so it's sort of, they call it a grid batten system, where we put down wood strips, usually 2x1, and they'll go horizontal, and then they also will go vertical. It creates a grid
So what do you
system.
nail those wood strips into
They will nail right through the shingles and down into the decking.
without creating any holes or water intrusion areas?
Well, they will be putting holes through the old roofing and into, but the interesting thing about the Decra is one of the products we do, but the stone-coated steel is, they call it a completely sealed system. So water is not meant to get underneath it. So if we do our job right, then water doesn't get underneath it, and you don't have to worry about that. It's, tile's a little bit different, but if you think about it, tile uses a batten system as well.
Right.
So the tiles are hung from battens. Those are fastened straight through the decking and the dry-in material also.
Is this product more expensive than a normal architectural shingle?
It is. On average, 2.5 to 3 times as much, but we can save a little without doing that tear-off also. But it's probably the last roof you'd have to put on if it's done right.
Yeah.
So for new homes, it would just be totally instrumental, the way to go, right?
It would be great, yeah.
Because then a new homeowner would never have to worry about a roof, because who stays in your home for 50 years?
Right.
Yeah.
No, but you do also have the advantage of knowing that you've got a new underlayment under that system also. The difference with, Jeremy was just talking about the grid system with the battens. With a concrete tile roof, you have the horizontal, you don't have the vertical slats. But your real protection in a concrete tile roof is your underlayment.
True.
That's what provides your water barrier, where the system that he's talking about is actually a sealed system. So if you were, let's say, tearing off your shingles, putting new underlayment on, and then putting that system on, you really have a double protection.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
So share sealed system. What do you mean by that so our listeners will understand?
Yeah.
How what, are we like sealed in an envelope or bubble wrap or?
Not quite that sealed, maybe.
Okay.
We're not preserving things.
Okay, Ziploc baggie?
The way that this product locks together,
Okay.
and the way that the trim and everything works with it, and all of your penetration flashings come, the way that it all locks together will not allow water underneath the system.
Cool.
Which is different than as Mike explained, than a tile roof
Right.
system. A concrete tile roof system, it is really designed that water is going to get underneath
Right.
it. And that's, again, Mike, while your point was really well taken, that the underlayment that's there is the critical component as far as keeping your home dry. And that's where the underlayment's going to be the first thing to wear out also on a tile roof system. That's what needs to get replaced. And so,
Yep. Good point.
So with this product, with this steel product, with are ice dams able to get underneath of that like they can on a shingle roof?
So ice dams would not form under it because water will not be getting underneath
That's
it.
what. Okay,
Yeah.
that's where I was going. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's a positive.
Yep. Very positive.
yeah, for sure.
it's a great roof system, as Jeremy said. You know, you put that on and you really don't have to worry about another roof
Forever.
for your lifetime, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
And depending on your HOA, and I'll just disclose, I happen to sit on the architectural board for our HOA. And when the design guidelines were rewritten in 2015, all new construction has to have concrete tile roof. We have allowed some metal roofing, but then you get into reflectivity issues. So one of the benefits of the tile or this roofing material they're talking about, steel, is that it really, for all practical appearances, appears more of a asphalt shingle product as opposed to a metal roofing product. And we had one that came before us, and we approved it.
Very cool.
Or tile, or
They have
or
different
wood shake.
profile, yeah.
They
Yeah.
actually
Looks
make
like tile.
They actually make one that looks like the S tile, the Santa Fe style tiles. So it's stamped in a machine to have that shape, and then applies granules that have colors similar to them.
Yeah, this one that came before us was I always want to call it Capistrano, but that's not the name to use, but the much more of a wavy as opposed to the S tile.
Yeah. We used to call them a W tile. but
W tile.
They probably have a prettier name than that.
So is it hitting the marketplace? I mean, it's taking off. Are people installing it? What do you? Is it?
I was asked 2 times this week to do estimates on it, so we're
How
working on it. So the
cool.
word's
Good for
getting out
you,
there.
Jeremy. Awesome.
I think
okay.
that's a good product, personally.
Awesome. Okay.
You know those. You remember? We all remember the fires that happened in California in Palisades, wasn't it? Pacific Palisades, and the homes that were damaged and destroyed in those fires. And I've seen pictures. Jeremy and I have both seen pictures of homes with the stone-coated steel still standing, with homes on either side
Gone.
that were one tile, one shingle, or both tile.
Wow,
gone.
so that could be then a great product for the wildland urban interface area.
Absolutely.
And be a positive for insurance
Absolutely.
in the wildland urban interface area.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
We always tell people, before you make that decision, reach out to your insurance, see if they
Make sure.
have a carve out or
Right.
a benefit for you
Right, good
for
point.
it, because that would alter maybe that investment that you want to make.
We should talk about this in our newspaper column. That's the contractor column.
Good point.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Absolutely.
So we have to take a break, Roger and Jeremy. Jeremy Seeger. Bob Seeger. Yes.
Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob. Roger, Wingman Mike will be right back. Don't move, listeners. You're listening to Hammer Time, brought to you by YCCA. And what stations do we play on?
Hello. How about
Okay.
11:30 a.m.?
Perfect.
Go ahead.
99.5 FM,
And 95.5 FM. And
the web.
perfect.
Shoo, we'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Man, our show is flying right by. I want to send a shout out for our show last weekend with Tom Riley and Bruce Rosenberg for Habitat. What an awesome show that was.
Absolutely. What a great service that provides to our community.
I knew what they did, but to listen to Bruce and Tom with what they really do is pretty phenomenal.
And the fact of how many lives they've touched and having just accomplished over 100.
And that they give the mortgage that Habitat holds, and they help the homeowners, and the payback and the percentage of home ownership.
Great system.
Wonderful. So listeners, you missed a great show if you didn't tune in, but you can go to Spotify and YouTube and listen to your heart's content.
Absolutely.
Roger, I know that, don't you donate to Habitat?
We certainly have.
Yes, that's what I thought. Thank you. What they do for our community is pretty amazing. And they're getting into the manufactured home.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, they've got 5 lots by, is that Government Canyon?
Yes. Yep.
Right above Lowe's,
Yeah.
where they're putting in some Habitat homes.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So,
Great organization.
So, Jeremy, what's new with hail damage? Is there any material out there on the market that protects against hail damage? Like wiffle balls when you hit them against a window?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can help. Obviously, the stone-coated steel.
Ziploc baggies, bubble wrap?
If you stacked up enough of them, I bet you they would.
Got it. Okay.
The stone-coated steel we just talked about, that is one of the best on the market. It's made to hold up to a 2.5-inch hail.
Seriously?
Stone. Yeah, which we don't really get around here.
No.
So you should be pretty well covered with that product.
Yep.
There are some shingles also on the market. All the manufacturers have kind of stepped up. So in our business, you have ratings of 1 to 4 for impact rating. 4 is the highest. And so we do now have some class 4 shingles out there. They're made a little bit different than the way we used to make them. So again, they're built to hold up to hail damage better.
Do they cost more?
They do cost a little bit more, but you know what? They're not. It's not as much as you would probably think. So because they've recognized this is a need, and so just like with wind, right? That's become an increasing need. They've sort of built some technology into their shingles for that doesn't really cost a lot more. It helps them as well because they have warranties, right? And so they don't want to be chasing down warranty issues, so they're building the shingles to hold up better and better all the time.
So not all hail damage is detrimental to a roof continuing to function as a protective layer, correct?
Correct. Not all hail damage. Insurance has metrics that they use and look at specifically. So you can have some hail damage, and it's never going to really be a concern.
Cause the roof to fail.
Won't cause the roof to fail. And typically it doesn't cause leaking or anything in our area unless it's a really severe
storm.
Okay.
What happens? Go ahead, Mike.
Excuse me. I was just going to say, so this is number 2 on my soapbox here, but I need to say it.
Okay.
When we do have hailstorms move through, and it can be more severe in some areas of town than it is in other areas, but I don't know what the radar inclination is, but it seems to just suck in and draw in what we call storm chasers.
Oh, that's number 1 on my soapbox.
And so I just want to get it out there. If you believe that you may have some hail damage, please do yourself a favor and contact a local company.
Oh, yes.
Because you're going to be begotten by a lot of door ringers that say, we happen to be in your neighborhood. Please, please, please say thank you very much and call a local reputable roofing company.
I just, it goes like, it's wildfire. They know, and they go through neighborhoods and they knock on doors, and I mean, the homeowners, and how many times have I said, Jeremy, do not let them up on your roof. Do not let them call your insurance carrier.
I mean, we've had stories that have come before our board where we've had disreputable companies, not from around here, certainly, that have gotten up on roofs and, well, we're going to be testing, and they'll actually take like a broom handle, and they'll go around on the roof, and they're making divots like a hailstone would. So in hopes that the insurance company is going to say, yeah, you got some hail damage.
Oh, it's terrible.
So you just need to say thanks, but no thanks.
The other thing, when they say, oh, we'll pay for your deductible and we'll take care of that, that is so against the law.
Exactly.
That's fraud.
That is. That's exactly right, Sandy.
Yes.
You are 100% right. Yep. Dealing with someone local, Mike, you're absolutely right about that, too. You know, we've been here for over 30 years. Our reputation in this community means everything.
Absolutely.
It does.
And I just
Good
talked
point.
to a gentleman this week that he called in and he said, hey, I'm calling you because my neighbor recommended you. And he said the neighbor told him, you don't need to make any other phone calls. If you give Badger Roofing a call, they're going to come out and take care of you.
Doesn't get much better than that.
That is a powerful referral, and those mean everything to us. And so our reputation of over 30 years in our community, and, you know, we just love to be able to serve people that live here.
I know, totally with you, and I'm all about local, and that's what we try to do. And I mean, sometimes I raise my voice at some of these homeowners.
Surely not.
I know. What do you mean you want to use this guy from Casa Grande?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me. This guy doesn't even have a license.
I just had an appointment before coming here, and she has hail damage. And she's probably only going to call us, she said. But one of the things I said to her is, you know, a lot of these storm chaser guys, they come in and they go, we'll take care of everything.
I know, exactly, Jeremy.
And I told her, I said, we are absolutely here to help you, and I'm here for every step, but I don't ever want you out of the conversation.
That's
right. You start with your insurance company,
Yes.
and then but you always need to be part of the process. This is your home and your investment, not mine, and we want to make sure you're part of it, comfortable with it, know what's going on going forward, and that's
Good
important.
point. Good, spot on, Jeremy.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got this steel product that has granules on it that is a kind of a hail reduction.
Right.
Do we have asphalt shingles that kind of prevent hail damage, a new product?
We do. We have some multiple options, actually. Many people might know of GAF. They're probably the biggest shingle manufacturer in the country. They have just gotten Class 4 on one of their products, and it's in the more affordable line, which is great.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and most people we talk to know them. They've been around forever, so they know that product. But other manufacturers have all gotten to the Class 4 rating. Of course, a tile roof has always been, right? Tile roofs are very durable. They don't hold up really great to my bad golfing, but they hold up really good to hail storms, especially our hail storms. Any metal product is going to have a Class 4 also. We were just talking, though, about if you have a standing seam metal, it'll hold up, but it will get dinged and dented and maybe not look so good. And oftentimes insurance will say it still functions.
Okay,
right? But the stone-coated steel is not going to have that same problem.
Correct.
It won't dent and ding and look.
So why don't we make our automobiles out of Class 4 metal?
We want to do stone-coated automobiles.
Yeah, would we be able to drive? How
Actually,
heavy?
I think that they did. They were called 55 Buick.
There you go.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just short of a tank.
Okay, perfect. The old tank. Okay, we have to take a break. Roger and Jeremy and Mike and the engineer will be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
Happy weekend, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Hammer Time, brought to you by YCCA. So today's Saturday. What about tomorrow?
You can listen to the same fine stories and jokes if we were to have
I know.
happen to
I
get
got to
one.
get back on the ball here. Sunday morning, 7 a.m., same great radio station. So, listeners, thanks for tuning in. We certainly do love bringing you Hammer Time, don't we, Mike?
Absolutely, we do.
I mean, we've got great partners such as on the air with us this morning, Roger Barton, Badger Roofing, and Jeremy Seeger, Badger Roofing, to share information and educate our listeners.
Exactly.
It's all about education.
And actually, when they come in, it's good for not only all of our listeners, but also for the contracting community, because they're so up on information that when they come in, every time I learn something. So
Okay, so
good to know.
Roger and Jeremy, we are going to test him this morning.
I opened my mouth, didn't I?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
We are 3/4 of the way through Hammer Time. What have you learned new?
I've learned that there are now shingles, asphalt shingles, that are rated in the 4 category.
Class 4, that's
Class
right.
4, which I did not realize there were any of, and learned more about the different profiles in the new steel coated roofs.
Wow, he was a good student.
Very good student.
Very good. We give you a A+.
Oh, whew.
Except your energy electrical at your home needs to be discussed and revamped at $78 and a $400 monthly bill.
Well, we'll get to that another time.
Whoa, terrible.
I might have to re-examine that when we're talking to somebody in the insulation profession.
There you
Yes.
go. That's
Oh,
right.
you better get up in your attic and see what's going on up there.
Would you believe yesterday, as a matter of fact, I wanted to put some suitcases back up into our attic, which I've got an attic ladder that drops
Right.
down in our garage ceiling.
Yes?
Well, I made the mistake of doing that at about 1:30, 2
Oh,
o'clock.
how
in the
hot.
afternoon.
Oh,
I swear to gosh, it had to be at least 135,
Had to be.
if
Oh,
not
yeah.
more.
oh my gosh.
It was just ridiculous.
So, okay, you just have led me to a great question for Roger
Yes.
and Jeremy. Cooling off attics. We see so many homes that don't have proper cooling, and what can homeowners do to get proper cooling, and what does proper cooling do to the longevity of a roof system?
Great question.
How did I do, guys?
Ventilation.
Ventilation.
Amazing.
That's right. Attic ventilation is
What do we
so
do?
critical. In fact, Sandy, when you look at the warranties from major shingle manufacturers,
Yes.
usually in the top 2 or 3 is proper ventilation.
Oh.
And, I would say the majority of homes that we see
Don't
on
have.
a regular basis don't have proper ventilation or don't have adequate ventilation.
Okay,
Now, they may have some, but it's typically not adequate.
What classifies adequate?
It depends on the vent that you're using. And the great thing about us is many of the manufacturers have developed tools that allow us to take information from your home specifically and put it into their system and let us know what is required so that we're meeting code and then also providing the right amount of ventilation. But what you really want to do is make sure that you have proper intake, so as low as possible. Many times that's not even a roofing product. That might be in your soffit or bird blocking or that kind of thing. And then we want to get as high on the roof as we can. And if you think about how most roofs are built, they're at an angle,
Right.
at a pitch. So that cold air is going to hit that low vent first, pushing cooler and drier air in and helping push the hot air out the high vents. And so you want to have the proper amount and you want to have that circulation happening so you have air exchange.
And you mentioned, the critical component there with that proper ventilation is that it helps to prolong the life of that roof system. Absolutely, because you're getting hot, moist air out of that attic area, and you're bringing in the cool, dry air.
Okay, so Jeremy, you said something. Can you take a current existing home with whatever parameters you look at and put it into this risk assessment tool, whatever that is, and does it spit out a pro forma that says you need X amount of vents this size placed on the house in these locations?
Yes, in many cases we can do that.
You can?
Yes.
Yeah, we get a full diagram worked up, and in fact, we do that when we do a re-roof. We always have a recommendation for venting.
So then can you go in as the contractor and put venting in?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Will you make me a test case and do a risk assessment and put my house in your little risk assessment tool?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because she's got such high utility bills.
Right. We need to get that down a little lower.
You guys are jealous.
Pretty soon they're going to
little
be
bit
paying
jealous.
her every month, you know.
I don't even have solar on my roof.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it could be my happiness and my personality inside the house. What do you think?
Something's working, I guarantee you.
The
with that
music
kind of
that I blast through the airwaves. That is so interesting.
Yeah. There's a science to it. It's not just
Definitely science.
I
not
had
just
no
a matter
idea.
of putting holes in. It's really placement and everything.
Yeah, because I think, for example, a lot of the houses have been built over the last 15, 20 years that have a gable roof, and you have your gable vents at each end.
And then you have your little bird things.
But they may not have the bird blocks with the holes.
Correct.
They may just have solid bird blocks.
Correct.
So going in and putting the holes with the screen covers that prevent the embers from coming in, so it's
I
really
have
compliant, that will add air intake into that attic area.
It will, yeah. And we have to watch the balance, right? If we come up to a roof that has those, then we're not going to provide additional low venting. Or we've now disrupted that system. But
So
we might
I'm-
look and go, well, you don't have enough high venting, so we can modify you
So
from that.
bird blocks in the fascia are low venting.
Correct.
Right.
And then the bigger round ones up on the top are high venting.
Correct. Yeah.
And there's two things you can have when you talk about high venting. Gable venting certainly is one type, but the other type would certainly be in-roof venting.
Oh, yeah.
Different
Okay, how about the
mechanisms.
things on top of the roof?
Well, you're talking about a turbine vent.
I
think is
am.
what you're
I
describing.
am. That was
And
what I was doing.
We typically aren't doing those.
Okay.
They're
Old fashioned.
a little bit old school, but one of the things with turbines is they have, think about it, they're moving. And so they have bearings and things inside that wear out. And if you've ever heard one that's squeaking,
Okay.
the wind blows, it can drive you nuts.
Okay.
But, so the venting that we typically are using is static. In other words, there's no moving parts. It's a static function of the venting that it creates a convection process that's a natural convection process. Again, bringing in that cool, dry air, expelling the hot, moist air.
So it
And
could be
it's very
something like
efficient.
a field vent for
Very
organs
efficient.
or ridge venting, something
Yeah.
like that.
Interesting. Okay, Jeremy, there's another assignment to write an article on venting.
Would love to.
Sorry, Roger. Jeremy's now become Sandy's right-hand person.
He is now my chat GBT guy.
That's him. That is him. That's Jeremy for sure.
How about warranties on roofs? We kind of talked about that several years ago, how important they are. Some are transferable and some are not transferable. Do you, and I'm sure you do, give your homeowners a copy of their warranty?
We do. So every job that we do, like if we do a full re-roof, we always schedule a post-job inspection. So we go out and we actually have a 50 or 60 page, questionnaire.
Oh, I was going to say
Single
that's a lot
page.
of paper.
But it has about 50 or 60 questions on it that we go through to make sure that we haven't missed anything. Our guys are amazing, but maybe they missed caulking a pipe
Right.
flashing or something. In that presentation, we also give them our workmanship warranty and their material warranty. And
Do
then
you
we go
have-
through it with and explain it to them.
Do you have to mail anything in to the shingle manufacturer, or is it just a piece of paper that you give them?
So most of the time these days, there is nothing that you have to submit
Okay.
anymore. However, some of the companies we work with do allow you to certify the warranty. Usually that's done in office. We do that, and we go out with it done for them so that
okay.
they don't have to go through
Perfect.
that hassle. And one thing that you brought up that's really key is almost all the warranties we offer these days are transferable. Now, typically when the person gets the warranty, the first person, they don't have to do anything. But be very aware that if that goes to transfer, most of these companies do want you to send something in acknowledging that that has changed. And if
Oh.
you don't, you may not have that warranty intact anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Okay, we have to take a break. When we come back, we will wrap up our show that went way too fast this
And we're
morning.
going to give people the way that they can
I
contact
know.
us.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, absolutely. So listeners, don't move. Jeremy, Roger, Mike, me, and the engineer. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Once again, here's your host, Sandy Griffiths.
We have 1 minute left. Roger and Jeremy, give out your website, your phone number, your Facebook, your Instagram, your address.
Right. Phone number is going to be 928-771-8770. 771-8770. The
Perfect.
website is going to be badgerroofing.net. Perfect.
Easy to
Facebook?
remember.
Facebook is just Badger Roofing, actually. Yeah. if
Okay,
you look there.
perfect.
Yeah.
And you can send us an email if you want on
Email?
info@badgerroofing.net.
info@badgerroofing.net. Roger, give out the number again.
928, of course, 771-8770.
We love you guys. You're amazing. Thank you for being a YCCA member. You're always engaged. We love having you on Hammer Time. I'm Sandy.
I'm Mike.
Roger Barton.
Jeremy Seeger.
And until next weekend, we love you. Wear your seatbelt, use your turn signal, smile, and love one another. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hammer time.
Thank you for tuning in to Hammer Time, waking up with the YCCA, a presentation of the Yavapai County Contractors Association. Heard each and every Saturday morning at 7, with an encore presentation Sunday mornings at 7 on AM 1130 by 99.9 FM in Prescott, 95.5 FM, Prescott Valley and Cottonwood, and online at kqna.com. A library of past Hammer Time shows can be listened to on the Yavapai County Contractors website at ycca.org.
Break it down.